Welcome sa Invested. So today, we are going to discuss healthy companies. Okay guys, yung mababanggit natin dito mga stocks ay hindi na natin ito i-full review guys, no? Yung focus lang natin dito ay yung financial health ng company. So ano nga ba yung mga criteria natin dito, no? So unang-una na andyan yung debt to equity ratio, debt to earnings, current ratio, free cash flow, and many more. Okay guys, yung una sa listahan ay ang company Costco Capital Incorporated or may ticker symbol na Costco, no? Kung titignan natin dito guys, yung kanyang free cash flow per share versus sa earnings per share, no? Nakikita natin na nandito tayo sa stage na gusto nating makita na mas malaki yung kanyang free cash flow per share kaysa sa earnings per share. Okay? And yung free cash flow yield ng company ay nasa 27.96%. Viewers kayo ng ating channel, alam nyo na kung anong ibig sabihin nitong free cash flow yield. Now, kung titignan natin dito guys, yung current price ng company versus sa intrinsic value, nakikita natin na nasa hold tayo sa kanya, no, in terms of intrinsic value kasi malapit na yung current price ng company sa intrinsic value. Okay, now let's focus sa kanyang financial strength. No, nakikita natin dito yung total score natin nasa 27, yung moat natin sa company nasa 8%, management ay nasa 10%, and debt ratings natin sa kanya. Okay, so titignan natin dito yung debt to earnings ratio ng company, no, for the past 5 years. Yung pinakamalaki nilang debt to earnings ay nasa 5.6 and in 2019 yung kanilang debt to earnings ay nasa 2.7 na lang. So bumaba yung kanilang debt to earnings. So guys, so sinasabi lang dito sa atin guys ng debt to earnings na kung gaano kalaki yung interest expense na kinikater ng company sa business. Okay, so gusto natin makita guys kapag nagre-review tayo ng company, yung debt to earnings ng company ay nasa 3 pababa lang. So dito, which in this case nakikita natin na nasa 2.7 na lang yung kanilang debt to earnings in 2019. That's a positive sign. So sinasabi dito na wala masyadong interest expense na kinikater ang company. Na kung titignan natin dito yung free cash flow ng company for the past 5 years, no, over the years talagang nag-grow yung kanyang free cash flow. Kung viewers kayo ng ating channel, alam nyo na kung anong ibig sabihin ng free cash flow and paano ito ini-interpret. And kung titignan natin dito ngayon yung current ratio ng company, no, nakikita natin dito yung annual nila ay nasa 3.45 and quarterly ay nasa 5.41 na. So nakikita natin na nag-massive improve yung kanilang current ratio. Guys, okay guys, so sinasabi lang dito sa atin ng current ratio na ang company ay nasa goods term, no, in terms of liquidity ng company. And sinasabi lang ng current ratio na 5.41 times kaya nilang punan yung kanilang current liabilities gamit lamang yung kanilang current assets. And also, no, kung titignan natin dito yung quick ratio ng company, no, compared to the annual, yung kanyang quarterly ngayon nasa 3.53 current ratio, so mas mataas siya sa annual. So in terms of quick ratio also, no, sinasabi dito sa atin na maganda yung kanilang liquidity, okay, sa company. And kung titignan natin dito yung kanilang debt to equity ratio ngayon, no, comparing to the annual nasa 46.81% and quarterly nasa 59.18%. Okay, so nakita natin na tumaas yung ng debt to equity, no? Okay, so gusto kasi natin makita guys sa debt to equity ng company, pag nagre-review tayo ay nasa 40% pababa lang. Pero dito ngayon, nasa 59% yung kanyang debt to equity in quarterly. So ano bang ibig sabihin nito? Ano bang sinasabi sa atin ng debt to equity para mas lalo nating maintindihan ito, no? Yung debt to equity, and every 1 peso na ginagamit ng company sa kanyang operation, 59.18% nun ng 1 peso ay finance by utang lang. Okay? So guys, kung titignan natin dito yung kanyang financial position, yung kanyang short-term assets ngayon ay nasa 78.73 billion pesos and short-term liabilities ay nasa 14.55 billion pesos. So nakikita natin na sobrang laki talaga ng differences. That's a positive sign, no, sa mga investors or potential investors ng company. Now, ano ba sabi sa atin ng short-term assets? Hindi itong short-term assets. So ito yung kaya nilang i-liquidate into cash within a year. Okay, so nasa 78.73 billion pesos. Now, ang meaning naman itong short-term liabilities, ito naman yung obligations ng company within a year naman. And kung titignan natin dito yung long-term assets ng company nasa 88 billion pesos and long-term liabilities na nasa 43.9 billion pesos. Now, kung titignan natin yung kanyang long-term assets compared to the long-term liabilities, that's a positive sign also, no? Mas malaki yung kanyang long-term assets. Ang ibig sabihin ng long-term assets sa mga bago pa lang sa pag-i-invest, ito naman yung assets na kaya niyang i-liquidate into cash more than a year naman. And yung long-term liabilities, ito naman yung obligations na company more than a year also, no? Kung titignan natin dito, compared to the short-term assets versus short-term liabilities, talagang na-exceedan nila yan. And in terms of comparison to the short-term assets compared to the long-term liabilities, nakikita natin na kaya pa rin nilang exceedan yung long-term liabilities nila. Okay, so that's a positive sign. So kaya natin to nasama sa company na mayroong good financial health. Okay, so kung titignan natin dito yung ownership breakdown ng company, nakikita natin dito 0.8% owned by public companies, 3.4% owned by institutions, and 9.2% owned by private companies, 12.9% owned by general public, 73.7% owned by individual insiders. That's a positive sign, no? Kasi mas malaki yung individual insiders, okay, kasi sa kanilang institutions, no, na nasa 3.4% lang yung institutions, no. Okay, kung titignan natin dito yung top shareholders ng company, nakikita natin dito 42.84% owned by Lucio Co na mayroong current value na 16.9 billion pesos, and susundan ni Susan Co na mayroong 25.45% ownership sa company and current value na 10.1 billion pesos, and the rest of top shareholders ng company. Okay guys, itong nakikita nyong Skinner, no, ito ay ginawa ko para sa mga nag-uumpisa pa lamang sa pag-i-invest sa stock market, para makatulong ito sa inyo guys, no. So sinishare ko dito yung 7 years of experience ko sa pag-i-invest ko sa stock market. So kung gusto nyo magamit yung ating screener, so nasa baba, nasa descriptions natin yung link nitong ating screener. Okay guys, so ito yung isa sa company na mayroong good financial health. So abangan nyo guys yung susunod pa nating i-discuss na stocks. So guys, hanggang dito na lang muna yung ating review. So maraming salamat sa channel na, maraming salamat sa subscribers natin dyan, at nasa 2,800 na tayo, no? So continuous growing yung ating channel. Maraming salamat sa inyo guys. And as always, invest wisely and see you on the other side. Hello guys, maraming salamat sa panonood. Sana marami kayo natutunan sa video na to. So kung hindi pa kayo nakaka-subscribe, so please subscribe and hit the notification bell para updated kayo sa mga videos na parating, at marami pa kayong matututunan sa channel na ito. Maraming salamat!